Alright mate, welcome back to the FUT World Cup tournament. Last video I told you who was taking part in this tournament, I told you how it was going to work, that it was themed around World Cup groups and each person was going to have to play with the teams that are in the group they got. Now it's time to do the squad builders. I'm going to show you my squad, I'm going to show you the other guys taking parts and their squad. There's going to be links in the description below that will take you to each participant's squad builders on their channel. And we're going to see what sort of squads people have put together. Let's get looking. But before I show you those squads, don't forget, if you want any Ultimate Team coins to put together some squads of your own, make sure you check out fifacoinstock.com. There's a link just underneath me in the description there. Oh, there it is. Cheeky. Right then, I'm going to start by looking at Air Japes' squad, which is Group A of the World Cup groups. But first, if you could drop a like on the video if you're enjoying what we're doing here with this tournament, it'd be much appreciated. Right. Air Japes squad, Brazil, Mexico, Croatia, Cameroon. Remember how the rules worked? You can't have more than 3 players from one nation on the pitch at any one time, and you can't have more than 5 players from one nation in the overall 18-man squad. Japes has quite simply had a blinder. He's definitely got the best group in terms of chemistry. He's managed to make a 5-star, 86 rated team with 100 chemistry. Oh my god, blimey governor. That is naughty. Look at this squad. He's got informs and team of the seasons coming out of his neck. Right, Carlos Vela up front, the inform version. Rakitic and Dos Santos behind him. Modric behind him. And then he's got Alexander Song and Diego as CDMs with Team of the Season Bedimo, Team of the Week Nkulu. In goal he's got Team of the Week Ochoa. And then he's got Team of the Year Thiago Silva and Diego Alves. And not to mention his substitutes. Team of the Season Mandzukic, Team of the Season Hulk, and Team of the Week Eto'o and Cerna. That is naughty. Neymar on the bench as well as Sheju and Corona. He managed to fit all his players into a La Liga BBVA model, which meant he had chemistry coming out of every hole in his body. So he's got to be a favourite to win. And let's remember Air Japes is a decent player as well. Let's see Group B. Okay, Group B was my squad. I got Spain, Netherlands, Chile and Australia. And whilst it sounds like a really good group in terms of the quality of the teams, it's quite hard to get the chemistry together. I ended up going with a kind of La Liga, EPL and Australian League hybrid. So I got Casillas in goal as my first Spaniard, linking up with team of this season Ramos and Jordi Alba as the other Spanish lads in the team. Then my 2 Australians are Matt Smith, not Doctor Who, the other one, and Bojic, who's the best right back available from Australia in the A-League. Then I've got Team of the Week Sanchez, which is actually a striker, which has allowed me to convert him back to a cam in this 4-2-2-2 formation. Then I've got his Chilean buddy Iturra, also from the La Liga and CDM, Vargas up front, and then I've got my 3 EPL-based Dutchies on the left, with Fur in CDM, De Guzman, Cam, and Van Persie up front. The trouble spot in this team is that Australian centre-back who's only got 7 chemistry, but I've played 10 games with him, which has brought his loyalty bonus up 1 more, so he's actually on an 8 in my actual team. On the bench I've got Team of the Season Vidal. You're wondering why I haven't got him in the starting lineup. It's only because when I put him in, his chemistry drops to 6, but I will involve him at some point. I've got Moreles, I've got Douglas, who's a Russian league-based Dutch centre-back, and I've got Wilkshire, who's also playing for the same team, which is Dynamo in Russia, so when those 2 play, they'll play together. I've got Jedinak as a backup Australian as well, and then I've got Jose Enrique, and then as my final sub, I've got Kevin Strootman. Gives me a chemistry of 98 and a rating of 81, which isn't as high as Japes, but it's still 5-star. Let's see Group C. Right, Group C is Hugh Wizzy's group, Ivory Coast, Colombia, Japan and Greece. Quite a difficult team, but he managed to get 100 chemistry. Unfortunately, he's only hitting the 4.5-star rating, which might not be a bad thing if you believe in the handicap system. He's got Yaya Toure, he's got Traore, he's got Kone, that front 3 from the Ivory Coast. He's got Cuadrado, Murillo and Guarin from Colombia. He's got Honda and Nagatomo from Japan. And then he's got Oikonomou, Maras and Karnazis from Greece. His substitute bench features obviously an Arsenal player in Miyake because we know he loves the Gunners. Gervinho, an ex-Arsenal player, we know he loves the Gunners. And then the likes of Muriel, Ibarbo and Dumbia. If he wants to get super sweaty, you can bring them on. Group D is Biscuit Face's group and England's group, the 4 teams being England, Italy, Uruguay and Costa Rica, and he's got a very nice looking team. Look at that, team of the season Suarez, Rooney and Chiellini, pretty naughty. Sturridge and Sterling in forms on each wing, Brian Ruiz and Oviedo, both Premier League based Costa Ricans, and then he's managed to get Cáceres, Abate and Buffon in there, as well as Ramirez in the cam position. So it's a pretty nice team with Gerrard, Walcott, Cavani on the bench. He's done well here. 98 chemistry, 83 rated 5-star team, not bad at all. Let's have a look at Group E. Okay, Group E is Lucas's group. Switzerland, Honduras, France and Ecuador. Perhaps the toughest group to get in this competition. He managed to get 95 chemistry, which is a good achievement. 77 rating, 4.5 star. He's got informed Nasri on the left forward position, Montero, Mina, a lot of silvers in there. The whole of his midfield and defence and goalkeeper are from the Premier League. He's got Kakuta from Chelsea, Valencia from United. It's not a bad little team. And then he's got the likes of Ribery on the bench to bring on if needs be. Group F was by far the toughest group, even harder than Lucas's. R9 Rai was unlucky because he ended up with Iran, right? And the reason Iran is hard is not only because they're not that good at football, but mostly because there's only 2 players in the whole of Ultimate Team from Iran. So first of all, I had to make an exception with the rules for this group. I had to allow him to have 6 players from one nation in the squad. But the same rule applies, he can only have 3 on the pitch at any one time. So that means these 2 Iranis have to play every minute of every game. And those Iranis are Guchanayad, I'm not sure how you say that, and Jajaga from Fulham. However, he's not too stuck for talent because he's managed to have Aguero, Dzeko, Garay, Zabaleta. Not a bad little team. On the bench, he's got the likes of Lavesi, Di Maria, Higuain, Moses, and Martins. He's definitely got the lowest chemistry out of everyone, though. Only 66 for chemistry, so he's going to be open. The likes of Aguero and Dzeko are going to carry him through. And a squad rating of 82, which is 5 star. Group G is Dirty Mike's group, and some people are calling it the group of death. Portugal, Germany, USA and Ghana. He hasn't got as many informs and team of the seasons as Japes did, but he's still got a very dangerous looking team. Obviously Ronaldo is the big name player. Draxler is a really popular non-rare card in FIFA. And you've got Cohen Trowell, Boateng and Neuer at the back. Couple of silvers in there from the US and a silver from Ghana. On the bench he's got Ada, another very high performing non-rare card that's featured on the FTSE 100 channel me and Mike do. He's obviously taken that advice down. He's got Philip Lahm, Clint Dempsey, Johnson, Eddie Johnson, everyone loves him, Owusu Abeyi, Nani and Gundogan. It's a pretty dangerous looking squad, and we know Dirty Mike's a dangerous player, so I'm sure he's going to be one of the favourites for this competition. The final group is Group H. This is Nick 2018's team. He got Belgium, Algeria, South Korea and Russia. He managed to get 98 chemistry in a 79 rated team, 4.5 star. He's got Akinfeev team of the season version in goal. He's got informed Lukaku, informed Budabuz and also informed Beretzky. On the bench he's got the likes of De Bruyne, informed Park, Feghouli and Son, and team of the season Vincent Kompany, perhaps the best defender in the game, some would say. He's done well to get 98 chemistry here with that all Algerian midfield, and a front three from Belgium is always going to be dangerous. That's all the squads, guys. I want you to leave a comment below with who you think's got the best squad and the best chance of winning this tournament. And if you think anyone's had a real mare and not picked someone they should have, let them know in the comments below. So there you go, 8 squads, 8 players ready for battle for Ultimate Team World Cup dominance. The next video you see in this series will be highlights from all of our games. The quarterfinals, I'm playing R9 Rai, Wizzy's playing Japes, Dirty Mike's playing Lucas, and Biscuit is playing Nick 28T. Let's see who ends up on top. Oh, hello.